Hello, guys. Welcome to the Bible stories from the Angel of Love. Sorry. Let's begin at the very start. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. At first, the earth was shapeless and empty. Darkness were everywhere, covering deep waters, and the Spirit of God was moving over the surface. And God said, let there be light. And like a magic, there was light. Then God saw it was good, and God separated light from darkness, calling the light day and the darkness night. That marked the first day. On the second day, God said, let there be a space to separate the waters, and He created sky. Then came the third day. God gathered all the waters so dry ground could appear. He called the dry ground land and waters seas. And he saw it was good. He also said, let the land produce vegetation, plants, trees of all kinds of life. And it was so. On the fourth day, he created light in the sky, the sun to rule the day, the moon to rule the night, and the stars. These would mark seasons, days, and years. The fifth day came, and God filled the water with living creatures and the sky with birds. He blessed them to multiply. On the sixth day, God created animals on the land, livestock, wild animals, everything that moves. Then God said, let us make mankind in our image. He was not alone in this creation. He created man and woman and gave them dominion over everything that He already had created, and He blessed them to be fruitful and multiply. Also, everything He had made, and it was good. Imagine when you wake up in the morning, everything God creates is very beautiful, beautiful colors, blue sky, white clouds, green trees, brown dust. God is a God of color. He loves colors. Now, on the seventh day, God rested and He blessed that day, making it holy. But there's more to the story, and you know the story. But I need to remind you about the story because it is very important. It tells you about who you are, where you're from, how this earth was formed, whether you believe it or not. God formed you from the dust of the ground, and He breathed life into you. He planted a garden in Eden and placed man there, with trees beautiful to look at and good for food, including the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. Not saying that knowledge is evil, but knowledge comes in two ways, good and bad, such as there is good information and there is bad information. So, as we speak, there is the Eden, Garden of Eden, and there is a tree of life. So, from Eden, a river flowed, branching into four: Pishon, Gihon, which winds through the land of Cush, Tigris, and Euphrates River, which we are all familiar with. God commanded the man, you are free to eat from any tree except the tree of knowledge of good and evil. If you eat it, you will surely die. Seeing the man alone, God created a helper. He brought animals for him to name, but none were suitable, so God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. And when he did, God formed a woman from his rib. And when the man saw her, he said, "This is now the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh." They were naked and yet felt no shame. Then came the great fall. When I say a great fall, someone who falls from the sky down, the serpent, cunning and deceptive, asked the woman, "Did God really say not to eat from any tree?" She said, "You may eat, just not from the one in the middle of the garden." The serpent said, "You won't die, your eyes will be opened, and you'll be like God." The woman saw the fruit was desirable, took some and ate it. She gave some to her husband, and he ate it too without questioning. Suddenly, their eyes were opened. They realized that they were naked. They have what? Knowledge. They covered themselves with fig leaves. And when they heard God walking in the garden, they hid. And God asked, "Where are you?" And Adam said, "I am afraid because I am naked, so I hid." And God asked, "Who told you that you are naked? Did you eat from the tree I commanded you not to eat?" Adam blamed the woman blamed the serpent, and God declared consequences. To the serpent, "You are cursed. You will crawl on your belly. I put enmity between you and the woman, and offsprings will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. To the woman, you will have great pain in childbearing. Your desire will be for your husband, and rule over you." To Adam, "Because you listened and disobeyed, the ground is cursed. You will toil for food unto the dust. From dust you came, and to dust you will return." Adam named his wife Eve, for she would become the mother of all the living. God then made garments of skin to clothe them and said, "The man has become one of us. Knowing good and evil, he must not eat from the tree of life." So he banished them from Eden and placed cherubims and a flaming sword to guide the way to the tree of life. Now listen very carefully. The man has become one of us. He has what? Knowledge. Knowing. Listen, knowing good and evil. He would have what? Knowledge to tell him that there is a tree of life. Now I am destined for death. Now I'm going to surely die because I was told not to eat from the tree. Once I eat from that tree, I will die. Yes. So what? I don't want to die, so I'm going to eat from the tree of life. God knew this. And he said, "What? The man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not eat from that tree of life." Now to this day, we don't know where the Garden of Eden is. But it's right here on earth. And there are cherubims, flaming sword, guarding the way to the tree of life that no eye can ever see it. And that's where we stand, banished yet not abandoned. Eve brought forth this death, but Christ came to give us eternal life. Through his death, we are offered redemption, a return not just to Eden, but to the life with God forever. Let's reflect on this. From dust we came, but through Christ we are promised glory.